for this case when you found out about it?
I found out in the middle of June sometime. Middle of June.
All right, that satisfies our court rule hearing. Today is the date and time for the petitioner's request for a personal protection order. This petition was initially submitted on June the 4th and was denied ex parte. Service is proper, so we can commence with the hearing today. Counselor, I'm assuming that you've explained the process to your client.
I did.
For the respondent, Megan, I will tell you how it works today is that we'll hear from Kelsey Bell by way of Kelsey Bell's attorney. And what I'm looking for is reasons why the personal protection order should be granted. So she put forth evidence, and evidence can be sworn testimony, it can be photographs, text messages, videos, testimony from other witnesses under oath. If the initial burden is met, it will then go to you, and you'll have the opportunity to share with me why you do not want a personal protection order or why it is not needed. You can have your sworn testimony under oath as evidence. You can also put forth any other evidence similar to what I've just described to support your position. After I've heard from both of you, I'll make a decision. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Counselor, let's have your client sworn.
Before we start with my client's testimonies, my client does have a witness here named Samantha Weber. I will ask to have all the witnesses sequestered.
Sure.
I have wanted this to end since the beginning. I have just wanted to be left alone. I have been being harassed by Samantha Weber. I have been harassed by her friend Alicia Devereaux. They have been posting TikToks about me. They have been messaging me. They have been threatening me online. I have video recordings of this. And I mean, I have no intentions of hurting Jordan at all. If anything, I wish the best for her. I hope that she can live a prosperous life, and I've said that, and I have moved on. I have a lot of health issues going on in my life and a lot of things going on in my life currently that I am not worried about trying to travel at this point, as I don't even have the money to travel. I don't even have enough gas in my car to make it to my own appointments down in Columbus.
Wow.
I mean, I had a whole paper written out to tell you, but I lost it.
Is there any other evidence that you want to put forward, Megan?
I do. I have a screenshot that Jordan had sent Jenny stating that a friend of hers asked, who does she have to kill? And her laughing about it. And I also have a text message stating Jordan said that she doesn't want to fuck with me and threatening to get her family, the FBI involved. I have these on my phone. Like,
Megan, were these messages that you personally received? Or
No.
Did you get them from somebody else?
I got them from somebody else.
That's
Okay, then those through you can't come in that way. We need what's called foundations. There has to be somebody who says, I received this message from, then fill in the blank.
Okay. But I have not threatened her. I have not tried to go travels to stalk her. I have 2 TikTok accounts. That is my main and my backup. I barely have enough time to even be on TikTok as I am trying to find a job. And I have a daughter to take care of and my health issues. From when we last had the conversation on May 13th and May 14th She made it sound like everything was done and over, and then suddenly I was served papers for a protection order.
Okay. So is it your contention you haven't contacted her or had any contact with her since May 13th or 14th?
Correct.
Okay. Counselor, do you have any questions?
Yes. Ms. Toms, did you attempt to contact my my client via phone through a Star 69 service or some sort of covered phone call service on July 9th, 2024?
No, I did not.
Did someone use your phone to try to contact Ms. Bell on July 9th, 2024?
My phone is accessible to everybody, so I don't know, but I don't even have Ms. Bell's number in my phone anymore. It has been permanently erased and deleted out of my phone and contacts. I don't even know her phone number at all.
Okay. Do you deny that you told Miss Weber that you weren't afraid of Miss Bell, that you weren't not be hurt by Miss Bell, but you could definitely hurt her?
I do. I deny that. I've never said anything like that towards her at all, ever.
Well, not towards Miss Bell. Did you say that to Miss Weber?
I did not say that to Samantha Weber. No, I did not.
Okay. Do you deny contacting my client after he has communicated to you that he no longer wants communication from you?
I do. I have not contacted them since they unblocked me on TikTok on May 13th. Because on May 13th, they tried to lure me into a TikTok live to be attacked by her, Alicia, Samantha, and a bunch of others. And I refused, and I messaged, and then they were trying to get people to call the police on me, saying I was calling them. And I was not.
I'm sorry, that's not what I asked. This is not what I asked. My client.
I deny. Yes, I deny.
Okay. Okay. I have no more questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Megan, do you have any other evidence or witnesses today?
My father-in-law, Larry Howard.
Okay, time to bring him in.
He is waiting on the Zoom call. He just can't get in. There he is. Can I go help him? Because he's 76 and doesn't know how to use a smartphone. My husband and his cousin, and we are going to we usually go to Adrian. To go to Tony Paco's and hang out. I am not going to hurt her. I don't have an intent. I want this all to end. I have wanted this to end since the beginning. I have wanted to drop it. When she told me back in May that this was the end of it all, I thought that was the end of it all until I was served paperwork for a protection order against me. I have not tried to contact her. I don't plan to contact her. I want nothing to do with her. If anything, I am terrified of her. I am in fear of her. She has sent her sister, her friends after me, constantly being harassed by all of them. I had to block and put my own Facebook private because I was getting messages from her sister stating mean things, calling me mean names. There's no reason for a protection order. I don't plan on ever being in the same vicinity as her. She lives 300 miles away from me.
Okay, thank you. I've had the opportunity to listen to the evidence from both parties, and There's some things that are exceedingly confusing that don't seem to make much sense, and then there's some things that are very clear. And one of the things is Ms. Doms has said that she hadn't had any communication since 5/13 or 5/14. That's what her recitation of facts were, and that's when she believed it to be over. It sounds like that the communication that occurred after that time was information either provided by Samantha Weber. Is that there's no direct evidence of communication from Megan Doms to Jordan at any point after that. What is uncontroverted, I believe, is that Jordan has suffered emotional distress, that Megan was contacting Jordan multiple times, up to 3 to 4 times a day after there was a request not to speak anymore. And to add to that, he also blocked Megan from social media contacts. Yet Megan continued to contact, and looking at this due under MRE 201, stuff that was initially submitted with the petition but not introduced today, is that there's these text messages that are consistent with the testimony from Jordan about the concert, saying, I don't want to go. Everybody's version of events makes sense, except for the fact that one party believes the communication continued and the other party doesn't. What I am concerned about, Megan, is that you're going to, if there's no order or if this isn't pending, you're going to continue to contact Jordan. Whether that be through Star 67, whether that be through some other venue, third-party app, any of those things that were not introduced today. I do believe under People v. Richardson, a Michigan Court of Appeals case, that we can determine reasonable cause by what has happened and what a reasonable person of average intelligence would say would happen in the future. I think Jordan's been very clear that he doesn't want contact anymore, Megan. I'm going to issue a personal protection order. It's just it'll be for these next 6 months. However, and I'm going to serve you with it now, in the event that there is any violations, I would also entertain a motion from Jordan to extend the personal protection order. Megan, unless you hear that my order is revoked after 6 months, or that you hear from Jordan himself that he wants to have contact with you, you are not to continue to have contact. In the event that contact continues after 6 months, and Jordan puts forth another petition to the court, I would review that as well for a much longer personal protection order. Do you understand that? I need you to unmute, though.
I do.
Okay, I'm going to serve you right now. So you are not to follow or appear within the sight of Jordan, appear at their workplace or residence, approach or confront Jordan in a public place or on private property, enter onto or remain onto property owned, leased, or occupied by him, send him any mail, communications, or petition to the petitioner, contact Jordan by telephone, place an object or deliver an object to Jordan's property, threaten to kill or physically injure, purchase or possess a firearm, or post through the use of any medium or social media, internet, anything relating to a computer. This will be good. Let's see, it's 7 January 24th, 2025 is the expiration of this date. I'm ordering the court clerks file this with the Washington County Sheriff's Department. A violation of this order could subject you to immediate arrest in the civil and contempt powers of the court. A motion to extend must be filed within 3 days prior to this expiration date. Now, Megan, you said that you were moving. Is this address 384? Is that still a good address to send you a copy of this?
Correct.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and send this, and I'm going to show proof that this was served as well. Megan, do you have any questions?
I just want this all to be over.
And you know, the nice part about a personal protection order is provided you don't have any contact, then it naturally just is over. This remains in the police computer and nobody sees or looks at it unless there's a complaint that you're actually making contact. Does that make sense?
I agree. Yes, and I don't plan on contacting. I've cut contact this far. I don't plan on it in the future.
Very glad to hear that, and I hope that that remains true. At this juncture, I'm going to release everybody from the hearing today.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I turned my volume up.
Okay, good. Let's get you sworn in, okay?
Okay.
Can you raise your right hand, sir?
Yes.
Is it raised? I'm sorry. Thank you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Could you state your name for the record, please?
Larry Halbert.
Thank you.
Megan, what is it that you want to ask your father-in-law? You can put your hand down, sir.
Larry,
Yes.
when all of this went down and Jordan decided to cut contact with me, did I accept the fact that she did not want to talk to me and cut contact with her also?
Yes.
On July 17th, did I ever call Jordan or contact her via *69?
Not to the best of my knowledge, you kept from having any contact at all.
On May 13th, did I come into you and tell you that that was the last time that I had contact with Jordan?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Did I ever show or pose an imminent threat to Jordan at all?
I oppose that question. That's a legal conclusion question. That's not a factual question.
It could be opinion. I'm not sure that, Mr. Halbert's testimony is only to the best of his knowledge. One can post while sitting next to someone and not know what they're doing, so.
I'm not in the room with him.
I'm not saying that you are, ma'am.
Did I show that I was going to go to her house and stalk her and hurt her at all?
No. I would have been very aware if you had done something like that. And that wouldn't have even been tolerated from this end. You were never, in any way that I had ever heard or saw or was aware of, physically threatened her in any way.
Thank you. That's all.
Counselor, anything?
Yes, Mr. Halbert.
Yes, sir.
Are you with Miss Dams 24/7?
No. Well, she lives here with me and my son. Most days, yes, unless she's going to a store or something like that, or going to visit somebody. But when she's on,
let me change that question. Are you aware of what Miss Dams is doing every minute, every second, 24/7?
No.
No.
Okay. Were you in her Miss Dams' conversation with Samantha Weber?
Please say again.
Were you part of the conversation between Miss Dams and Miss Weber?
No, but Megan
Okay.
would show me, and
Well, that's
I
not
would
the
be
answer.
in the rooms when she was having conversations, but
Are you aware
not
of the
everything.
Are you aware of the conversations between Miss Dams and Miss Weber?
Not every single one, every minute. No.
Okay, thank you. That's all the questions I have, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counselor?
Well, is that all of Miss Dams' testimonies?
She said she only had the one witness, so.
Okay, so Your Honor, Miss Dams, this is just a classic case of stalking. Your Honor, Miss Dams doesn't. There has been testimony from my client stating all the communications that she gotten from Miss Dams that she didn't want to have. Miss Weber has testified to conversations between her and Miss Dams, exhibiting Miss Dams' stalking behavior and threats of harm to Miss Bell. She may not have actually acted on her threats, but there are still threats. Miss Bell is suffering due to mentally due to Miss Dams' behaviors. This needs to stop. My client just need a PPO so that Miss Dam does not contact her again. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Megan, do you want to make an argument as to why the personal protection order should or should not be granted?
I do not have Jordan's cell phone number. She has me blocked on all social media, as I have her blocked on all social media. I have not tried to contact her. I don't plan on contacting her. I am going through a very serious health concern right now, on top of trying to find a job while also trying to move, as we had just purchased this house, and I am trying to pack up and move. I do not plan on contacting Miss Bell. I do not plan on having any contact with her. I have kept contact cut this entire time. Again, like I said, I don't have her phone number. I don't know where she lives. I don't have her home address. I don't plan on traveling that far. I don't have the money, the means, the financial capability to do so. The farthest I travel is to Tiffin, Ohio, and that is the farthest north that I travel.